tackling Week 15 today with you. However, I will add one thing to the Chargers not being so appealing, and that is their cap issues. I think they're second worst behind the New Orleans Saints when it comes to being in cap trouble.
Wow, that is not a good for any coach going over there. But Wayne G says, I still think it's very unlikely that Bill Belichick leaves New England. But the Chargers are very appealing to any coach because they have a lot of good pieces in place. Let me ask you this, Wayne G. What are those good pieces that they do have in place? Is it a injury-prone Mike Williams? Is it a injury-prone Justin Herbert? Is it a Keenan Allen that wants out? Is it a Austin Eckler that should be probably cut? What good pieces do you think are over there, Hoffy? Do you think legitimately that the Chargers are a very appealing place? I'm just asking you that as a Patriots fan, Miami fan, whoever wins the East fan. Would you want to go coast to Chargers?
No, I mean, of those pieces, you're probably going to have to cut at least two pieces, 2 or 3. I mean, Khalil Mack is going to count $34 million against the salary cap. There is no way they're going to carry that number. So Khalil Mack is out. You know, Joey Bosa has struggled to stay healthy. So, I mean, you have some good-looking pieces on paper, but that's right now. And when it comes game time, they're all injured, as well as, like I said, next year, the cap casualty. They're going to have to make some significant cuts to that roster. So that roster is going to have to start all over, and that's not going to be appealing to someone like Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick is yes, he's going to want a quarterback, and Herbert can be someone you could build around, but Belichick's not in it for the long haul at this point. He'd be better off just staying in New England and trying to find someone to help him on the offensive side of the ball and correct that, rather than trying to correct an offense, a defense, special teams, an entire organization.
Yeah, and Bill Belichick is, 70 some odd years old too. So yeah, he's going to definitely want to go in there, quick fix, maybe 3 years tops, and get that ring and get out of there. But we do got Jim Powell in the chat as well. Jim says Chargers fans aren't real anyways. They're all AI generated. How about those Raiders, Jim?
I mean, David's real.
Yeah, David's real. Actually, David texted me last Friday, and he's like, don't send out an Amber Alert, but I'm going to be MIA. I'm still very, very embarrassed by the beatdown we got on Thursday night. So I'll give that to him.
We've been calling for Staley's job since the end of the first year. And I mean, You're a defensive guru, and you give up 42 first half points to a team that only didn't score at all the previous game, and you give up 63 total points. I mean, that's
to a team that scored 0 the week before, right?
Yeah, and then afterwards in the press conference, when they say, "Do you deserve to keep your job?" and he says, "Yes, just look at what I've done." You know, what the hell have you done?
He went to the playoffs last year.
Yeah, and they got embarrassed by the Jaguars. They should not have lost that game. He should have been fired from that.
Right.
I mean, you would have thought he would have learned from last year's going on it from fourth and whatever from his own 20. He does it again this year, and basically, got lucky that I think it was against the Packers or whatever. They threw an interception, or whatever team they were playing, threw an interception, turned the ball over, and didn't cost them. But
yeah, so we got my man WB Ant in the chat. He says, "Good morning." My man is living high right now because they go down. Ant is a Ravens fans, guys. If you do not know, Rant is an Ravens fan. Ravens fans, they went down to Jacksonville and they said, "Hold my beer, Jacksonville. Let me show you how to paraglide down from the top of the rafters into the field. This is how you do it." But Ant, good morning to you, good sir. I was trying to troll Ant last night. I was trying to get underneath his skin, and he's like, "Wait till the final whistle, Buck." And I shut it off at halftime. I'm like, you know what? This is fucking bullshit. Those all teal-ash jerseys. But no, it was a good game. Good game to you guys. And we'll be talking about the Ravens coming up here in Way or No Way as well. Let's address a couple more comments here. Hoffy Beef